Hello students, I'm glad to see you on this channel, and today we continue the unit transport. Lesson number 3, was, were, there was, there were. Today we will have to listen the story about transport and remember the rule, was, were. Now, let's watch and listen the story.
Story of transport. Last summer vacation, Sam, with his parents, had visited his grandmother's place. To reach there, they had to first travel by a train, then a bus, and then by a boat. He wonders how ancient people moved from one place to another when they did not have any means of transport. Let us tell him the story of transport. Long ago, in ancient times, people used to move only on foot and carry goods, either on their back or using animals. Boats were used for water transport. Initially, the boats were simple logs of wood in which a hollow cavity could be made. Later, people learned to join different pieces of wood together and gave them the shape similar to fish in water. This streamlined shape allowed the boat to move easily in water. Later, the invention of wheels changed the modes of transport. The design of the wheel was improved over thousands of years. Animals were used to pull vehicles that moved on wheels. Until the beginning of the 19th century, only animal power was used to pull vehicles and transport people. Then, the steam engine was invented as a new source of power. Railroads were constructed for steam engine-driven carriages and wagons to move from place to place. Then came automobiles and motorized boats and ships for transport on water. In the early years of 1900, aeroplanes were developed, which were later improved to carry passengers and goods. In the 20th century, faster and mechanized means of transport, like electric trains, monorail, supersonic aeroplanes, and spacecrafts, were developed. Thus, we can say that the means of transport kept on improving as centuries passed by.
Please, write true or false. Sam has visited his grandmother last summer. He traveled by boat, then by a bus, then by a train. In ancient times, people used to move only on foot. At first, ships were used for water transport. The first airplanes were developed in 1950. Next task. Remember the rule. Was, were. We use was, were to talk about the past. We form the negative with was, were plus not. Affirmative. I was, you were, he, she, it was. We were, you were, they were. Negative. I wasn't. You weren't. He, she, it wasn't. We weren't. You weren't. They weren't. Interrogative. Was I? Were you? Was he, she, it? Were we? Were you? Were they? Short answers. No, I wasn't. Yes, I was. No, you weren't. Yes, you were. No, he, she, it wasn't. Yes, he, she, it was. No, we weren't. Yes, we were. No, you weren't. Yes, you were. No, they weren't. Yes, they were. Complete the questions and sentences using was, were, wasn't, and weren't. Was I late yesterday? Yes, you. Was Victor here last week? No, he. Were you tired last night? Yes, I. Were they at school yesterday? No, they. In the 19th century, any shopping centers. In the 19th century, transport revolution. The home task is exercise number 3 on page 107, Student's Book. You must write affirmative and negative sentences. Please express your opinion about the lesson. I want to have more lessons like this. Everything is okay. I didn't understand a lot of things. The lesson is over. Goodbye.